Okay, let's see. Okay, what am I up to today? Supposedly waiting for Melissa, and I wanted to take a couple casts. This is a soft piece of plastic. It's a practice plug for casting. And I just got finished speccing this setup out, which is a Cast King Royal Legend Pro. And so far, my experience with this company has been pretty good. They make good stuff. You spend nothing, you get nothing in return. That's usually what it amounts to. And this little side area here is where I'll go and practice casting. The paint job on this thing is, I don't know if you could see that. Look at that. I mean, that is color shifting. Look at the paint job on that. This is a, where the heck are my eyes? I can't see anymore. This is an SLX, Shimano SLX DC, digitally controlled. So that helps with the casting, the overruns on the casting. So I'm going to try here, because I can't make it any further. 7 foot 6 inch is this rod. It's made for swim baits. And this reel seems to be specced out right up the alley where that should be. I will be putting, I think it's a 14 pound test fluorocarbon on here. Fluorocarbon has very little stretch to it, and it sinks pretty quickly. Wow, boy, that thing just wants to fly. This is also one of the reels that I modified. So brand new out of the box, I took it apart and changed the bearings in it to full ceramics. So there is like less than zero friction on them bearings. The races on the full ceramics are ceramic, and the ball bearings in them are zirconia. And I don't know if you could hear that little whirring noise, but that's the computer in here buzzing around. So this thing, so far, it casts beautifully. Let me tighten that up because I just can't get it through this grass, this little casting plug that's made to come over stuff easily when you're dressed for practicing. So I can't even see where the thing is landing. Almost on that porch. I have a counter. Maybe I'll do that, bring that out one day and show you. And it clips onto the rod, and you put your line through it, and then it turns a roller and counts how many feet of line that you're either putting onto the reel or reeling back in. So you know, hey, when you cast it, you can only bring in that much line that you cast. That's it. Wow. Not on. It's almost in that bush over there. Very, very nice. Very smooth. Can't wait to get that. The SLX DC, at least this one, seems to be knocking and stuff, so not their best effort. Almost in that. So I'd say that's close to 50 feet or so. And that looked like that just hopped under that bush. Yeah, just right at the very edge of the shadow line of that bush. So am I happy with this reel? I don't know. They could have done a way better job. That's almost on the porch. And that's it, man. I'm not even putting any arm into this. It's all in the wrist. I'm just flipping it right out there. Now, the adjustments on here, I can't see this thing because this thing's flat up against my chest. The adjustments here to set the electronics up are right there. So I could back it down and make it give it even less resistance. What did I do? A couple times I put it up on the on the roof over there. These people, oh man, this guy's nuts. This is it, man. This is where I got. That's why they make practice plugs. That's on the roof. That is definitely on the roof. And what's the retrieve rate on this? The retrieve ratio on this, I believe, is 8-to-1. Yeah, XG. There's 8-to-1. So that's fast. That means that really pulls them lures in quick. That's in that bush. That's sitting right in that bush. Boom, right out, drop down. So far, this casts very nicely. Boy, that's way out there. That's over the bush. There we go. Came back. And the paint job on this thing is outstanding. This is IM7 carbon graphite rod. Micro guides on here. It's a very nice fishing rod. It's supposedly for freshwater applications, but the action and line weight, 10 to 25 pound test. 25 pound test is monster line. Believe it or not, I know you go up to like 600 pound test, but 25 pound test is pretty potent stuff. And lure weight, it says 1/4 of an ounce to 1 ounce. 1 ounce that'll throw pretty quick, pretty far. However, think about that. You could throw up to a 1 ounce lure, yet you could reel in whatever fish you're capable of reeling in. Are you capable of reeling in a 20, 30 pound fish? This will do it. I've reeled in 20, the biggest salmon I got was 23 pounds, and that was on 6 pound test. So, line and wow. Yeah, that's nice. And I want to say hello to everybody. Well, my friends, Hulk Hogan passed away. Ozzy Osbourne passed away. Hulk Hogan, as physically fit as he was, you know how old he is? You know how old he was? 71 years old. And he's gone. I'm 71. So I ain't laughing at him. I'm just saying I got little or no time left. And that little or no time left, I'd certainly like to spend it fishing. I would certainly like to spend that time fishing. That's just the wind is blowing like crazy over here. What the heck? Yeah, sometimes them bird's nest goes. Oh, jeez. Got to peel that off. Oh, you get to see the whole thing. These aren't the easiest reels in the world to use. That's why most people choose spinning reels. If you're just starting fishing, I suggest you try spinning reels first. Look at this, my God. Holy moly. Man, come on, where the heck is this going? Look at that. Wow. It is a mess. Here we go. Almost. What the heck? Man. All of this line is coming off of here anyway. And being this is 8-1, it should crank this mess back in here real quick. Hopefully without tangling. And come on. There we go. We're into this. Where am I? Up on the roof again? Nope, in the flower bed. The whole trick to this is keeping tension on the line so that it spools efficiently. And when you're casting, you're not necessarily going for the longest cast possible. Sometimes you're going, for accuracy. You just want to put it, a couple feet in front of you, to your right, to your left. Whatever. Am I impressed with it? I will be when I get to some water and I'm able to throw a couple lures around. So, yeah, Hulk Hogan, 71. Ozzy Osbourne, what was he? I think he said 83. and did Ozzy party? So who lived longer? Or who's still around out of the Rolling Stones? Probably did more drugs than than Pfizer.